It's the middle of the night, and the body just wants to, I think, say what it hates or what it doesn't want. Parents are arriving tomorrow. I really don't know. Um, it's like I don't trust anyone's opinion about children and parents. Not the opinion here, not the opinion elsewhere. There are all sorts of positions. I think what can be said is that the body is more relaxed and regulated when it's not exposed to biological mother and father. The permissions are growing to listen to the body. Today there was an event with many friends, and I'm saying the body, but it's like not even the physical body. It was unlocatable. The psychologically, emotionally, and uh, nervous system felt clear, smooth, almost like piercingly clear. And there was leaving the event, like just crystal clarity to go, to leave. And I don't mean that in a way that's like it was right or it would have been wrong to stay. Like there's an inability. There could be a story. There were certainly happenings in a narrative, in a story, in a timeline that could be described as um, catalysts or causes or whatever. In the story, there was a person the body did not want to be around. And I'm saying body, but, and it's not the person even. Actually, I don't know what it is. And in the story, I could say that person, even though this had said it didn't want to hear about something in particular, it said up front, that person shared things this didn't want to hear. And then this ended up sharing one or two things it didn't want that person to know and didn't want to keep being around that. There's like at a fundamental level, not trusting the leaving and not trusting the scenario, not trusting. What are you doing, kitty? Oh, are you, what you doing? Are you in crazy mode? Are you in zoomy mode? Are you trying to get the earplug? Meep, 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 meep. She hit a button. And it felt so good to leave. It felt so good to leave. It was funny. Another friend offered a ride and they were saying no, like the buses, it was going to take out like hours to get home. But there was a like a wanting to walk. There was a 20-minute or 18-minute walk along tree line hills by the water. And it was just, I want to walk there. And yeah, walking there, walking along there. Oh my God, it felt so good. It felt so good to be walking away. And the event too was really, it was like cramped, chaotic bleacher seats. It was an intoxicated person sitting behind us trying to engage very loudly. It felt so good to be outside among trees. And then waiting at the bus stop, the friend who had offered a ride showed up. So I got the walk and the ride. And it was so nice. And I felt like she was the only person in the group that really trusted that I was absolutely okay. I was okay because I was leaving, or I was okay because I was listening to the whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. That I was being listened to. People can't really imagine what they haven't experienced. So if they only know upset or suffering or insecurity or angst, and of course they'll assume that that's happening here. I don't even know if it's true ultimately at all, but it wants to be said that I don't want to see my mom. I don't want to see my mom tomorrow. I don't want to hang out with my mom. I don't want to be subjected, like unfiltered. I don't want to be subjected to her incessant talking on repeat. Each time she shares a story, it changes, it gets ramped up, hyperbole, um, fear, anxiety, needing attention, needing validation, needing me to pay attention and laugh and pay attention. Don't want it. Are you the queen of the castle up high? Look at you. And this is all like it's kind of mind stuff mainly. The body right now, the breathing feels like it's mostly from the top of the lungs. It's not deep. Eyes are kind of itchy, puffy. If there's like an emotion tone, it would be kind of disgruntled, agitated, disgruntled. There's a word for like material when it could like shatter easily. I can't think of it right now. Fragile. Yeah. Yeah. Stay with me. Get pets. Oh, I almost had it. Brittle, brittle. Yeah, it feels like brittle. Just seeing if it like wants to shatter. Mhm. Mhm. Making biscuits. Making biscuits. That's so hard. Look at me. You make it rough. Rough right on the bridge of the nose. Yeah, so once we said, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's right or wrong. I don't know what's fair, unfair. I don't know if there's permission for what's between all of that and beyond all of that. It's already the case, and that nothing's happening. And a whole tizzy can appear that feels brittle and fragile and unwanted. Um, Also wanted. I don't know what either of those words mean. Now there's a bit of the feeling of like if you get water up in your nasal cavity or like the beginnings of migraine. I haven't had migraine in years, I think, years and years. The worst ones I've had, were one of them was when mom was visiting when I lived in San Francisco. That was probably the worst one I ever had. I had a really bad one when I was living with them too. Oh yeah, and in Mexico when I visited Mexico. It wasn't I mean, it might have partially been the city, the noises and the no sanctuary. There was no alone time. There was no quiet. There was no, there wasn't much nature and like plant life. And then also witnessing my ex-husband's sister, oh, even not speaking the language, I could see what I've learned to be called like borderline rage she had toward her little girl. So shaming. And her little girl was just collapsing in despair and confusion, just did not know how to get out of it, how to make it stop. Oh, it was so, God, it was so painful to watch. Yeah. Are you talking? Are you saying cat words? Yeah. And sadness. Ah, that feels nice. Feels nice. Like there's this plant that's growing up and around. There's like one dying leaf on it. It feels like that. Like, like, better. Yeah, that's nice. Just to ache for the poignant kind of grueling facet of the appearance, the grueling facet of humanity. Mm. The, the really powerful illusion of being trapped. It's so powerful. And it's like in feeling it, it's seen that freedom is like trapped isn't a thing. It is and it isn't. It can seem to be at varying degrees, the body trapped, psychologically trapped, nervous system trapped in like the fight, flight, freeze. And the trapped is so glorious and loving. Like there's no owner of it, there's no escape, there's no blame, there's no need to make it feel better. There's no need to not make it feel better. So funny that cats clean their bum holes with their tongue. Why not? Oh God, this wants to love so badly. Oh God, it wants to love so badly. It wants to love. It just wants to love. It just wants to love. Just wants to. It just wants to love with its wholeness. There are multiple friends right now in program who are in the midst of really painful relapse cycles. And I don't know what that is. It doesn't matter. And it matters so much. It's like, it doesn't matter at all around like their lovableness, but it matters to them and it matters on and off, like all the different defenses and ways to try to orient and disorient around it. And it's so honest and none of this, any of it is understandable, explainable, actually. There's no credit or blame anywhere. And no one has any answers. What do I mean by that? People not in relapse don't like know something more, or they're not smarter or better, or there's not, there's like no difference. This doesn't understand things any more or less than someone who's in the thick of it. There's no answers, no advice, because it doesn't know any more or less. It does seem to be a kindness in the unavoidableness of exactly how it is itself. Life loves so much more fully than any one individual, of course. The the seeming separated outness is the limitation. It's well, the limitation is required for it, the imagination of limitation, of knowing things, of this is speaking as if it knows what creates separation and what frees separation. It doesn't. That also is such a kindness. There's no one that knows. Like it's like a probability game in a way. But no guarantee. Never a guarantee. There's never guarantee. And it's in every direction. There's never a guarantee that the next moment or the next day is going to be bad. It's going to be just as bad or terrible or painful. Just as there's no guarantee that the next moment or day is going to be preferred or pleasant. Yet no, never knew, don't need to know. Later is an idea anyway. It's a thought. Right now, it's exactly how it is and isn't. Yeah, there's like naturalness in saying, I hate, I hate. I don't even know if there's a end of the sentence. I hate unpleasantness. I hate unpleasantness. Hate discomfort. I don't know why it's funny or it's cute or something. It's nice to say. I hate hating. Sometimes I like hating. It's all the way. Mine's ideas about later are so cute. The talking is so much less meaningful, important, honest than the silence. And even those words are not as honest. That's a total lie. There's no way to know either way. Don't no 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 or don't no 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 or don't no 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 or already bodying, silencing, sounding. Uh, mm, like drinking when thirsty. So gross and messy and wild, tragic and cute, tender, lovely, brutal, soft, needy and selfish and confused, tense, uneasy, angry, sad, hopeless, desperate to understand and land and know, control. visible, rapturous, agonizing, screaming, lustful, opaque, settled, divine, stupid, pointless, mundane, gross, grasping, wanting, needy, hopeful, later, 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 more, something else, something different, something better, something different. Confused, innocent, not apart, not definable or personal, special, unexplainable, unlocatable, low stakes, no stakes, sacred, love, 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 love. Mm. Love, 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 love.